All right, guys, I'm Sebastian, host of Ninth Island Connection. You already know that though because you're here on our channel. Take a look at the description below so that you can see how you can watch our television show wherever you are. Also hit us up on social media. We're Instagramming, we're TikToking, Facebook, we're everywhere. We're Ninth Island Connection. We get a lot of questions about what it's like in the month of January, and that's what we're gonna share with you in this video.
And of course, instead of looking at me, here's what you guys really want to see: Vegas. January is typically a slower month for Vegas, which still isn't really that slow. There are less people vacationing to Vegas in January due to factors like the cooler weather, less events happening, and the overall lull after the holiday rush. That being said, we still see an influx of visitors, and they're typically here attending a convention. Because it's a slower month for tourism, it seems like the perfect time for convention season here in Vegas. Vegas is a huge convention city, and many of the casinos cater to these events, along with the Las Vegas Convention Center, of course. Now, in Vegas, there are conventions for everything: food, technology, guns, and even the adult entertainment industry. So as you can imagine, it's quite a mix of people here. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to all of these conventions is the impact that they may have on your trip if you're traveling here and attending a convention. Room rates tend to increase, and restaurants and entertainment venues may close for private events. And with folks traveling to and from the convention center as well as between properties, the monorail does get full fast. And there's typically longer waits and increased prices for ride shares. There are still several concerts and comedy shows happening, but just not as much as we see over the last quarter of the year. Hockey does still bring in the crowds in January, and playoff football does as well. Now, the Raiders aren't in this year, but it still does get packed in the sports books as sports fans come to Vegas for sports betting and playoff parties. Of course, there are all the regular shows and attractions that are a really great time here in Vegas that will still be available in January. For those of you that are in the casino rewards programs, here's a few things you need to know. First, your new earning year as well as status that you earned from the previous year begins in January. Some rewards programs do help you get a jump started with earning. For instance, Caesars Rewards that we primarily focus on often has tier credit and reward credit multipliers in January. You can typically find this information in the Caesars app. And I will point out that nobody pays us to say this. We are just longtime Caesars Rewards members. Don't forget to check out our merchandise shop right here. We've got your t-shirts, your hats, coffee mugs, everything Ninth Island Connection. As far as getting comp rooms, it's a hit and miss, really based on the conventions, since comps along with other upgrades are based on availability. Last but not least is the weather. It's cold in Vegas. The crisp air that felt festive in December now just feels cold. It's typically in the 50s, but some days we're lucky to hit those low 60s. Of course, the temperature drops immediately once that sun starts going down. It can get down into the low 40s and even into freezing temperatures in some parts of the valley. And while people may not believe this, it does snow in Vegas. It is rare and it doesn't last, but it does happen. If the sun is shining and there's no wind, it's really not terrible outside. Do keep in mind though that the casinos, restaurants, and retail outlets, they're gonna crank up the heat. So as we've always said, dress in layers to stay comfortable in the changing temperatures. Also, it's even drier here in January, so pack that chapstick and lotion. So to sum things up, visiting Vegas in January is best if you're avoiding the major conventions. And if you're looking for a slower paced, less expensive Vegas, Also, January is a great time to visit for those that don't like the summer temperatures and don't think our winters are that cold. If you're looking for a more action-packed, warmer, and possible pool experience in Vegas, we would definitely recommend waiting to visit until after mid-March. All right, guys, that's a wrap on this one. As always, we want to hear from you. Let us know your thoughts on visiting Vegas in winter or January specifically. Give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You made it to the end. You're interested in Vegas. You might as well subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Also, hit us up on social media. We're Instagramming, we're TikToking, we're threading, we're on Facebook. We are Ninth Island Connection. We're everywhere. And if you're planning a trip to Vegas, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd be happy to help you as you plan your trip. And if you're looking for more Ninth Island Connection, check out the description below so that you can see how you can watch our television show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Ninth Island Connection highlights Las Vegas businesses, entertainment, events, and activities on and off the Strip, keeping our viewers connected with the Ninth Island of Las Vegas. From local mom-and-pop restaurants to those owned and operated by top chefs, from kitchen action to the inspiration behind the dishes, we deliver the culinary creations of Vegas. From Las Vegas entertainers and athletes to all of the exciting activities and experiences around the Vegas Valley, we keep our viewers connected with all of the excitement that the entertainment capital of the world has to offer. Of course, we can't forget about the casinos that make Vegas, Vegas, with exclusive tours of the incredible amenities and beautiful accommodations, getting right in the heart of the casino floor action and entertainment, as well as interviews with casino owners, CEOs, GMs, and executive chefs. We bring the Las Vegas Casino into our viewers' homes. Highlighting lesser-known areas like the Fremont East District, the Arts District, and Brewery Row, we bring attention to these small businesses that have become fast favorites in the local community. We bring our viewers a complete Vegas experience. We also invite our viewers along as we venture into the great outdoors of the Las Vegas Valley, sharing short road trips, hikes, and the unique sights found in the Mojave Desert. Great people, great stories, great connections, only on Ninth Island Connection.